Hey, this is Jillian from Fresh Line Marketing, and I'm just here to help you edit some things on the homepage of Insight Eye Care Texas. As you know, the software behind your website is WordPress. So the first step in editing your website is logging into the WordPress dashboard. From there, if you want to edit anything on the homepage with this particular theme is mostly done with widgets. So inside of your dashboard, we'll just start from the beginning. Inside the dashboard, if you scroll down to Appearance and you toggle this open and click on Widgets, this will open up all of your widget options here and then all of the current ones in use on the right hand side. So if we're talking about things on the homepage outside of the slideshow, so that would be this box, these 3 boxes, and these 4 boxes, those are all controlled by widgets. And the widgets are over here. The homepage before content, if you could toggle that open, and then toggle open this text widget, you'll see that Welcome to Insight Eye Care is right here. So that lets you know that it is talking about this section right here. So if you need to change any text, you can do so right here. I would simply just put in your cursor and then add your text, add spaces, whatnot. You don't want to copy and paste from Word because that can bring in some weird formatting. So you want to make sure that you're either typing directly in the editor or copying and pasting from a plain text editor. You want to leave the code, so this type of thing, alone and just focus on the text. That's going to be the easiest thing to do. This is the text for the button. So it says button with arrow text CY, and that's right here. You can easily change that. You can also easily change the link or the URL of the button. Right now it's going to the testimonials page, but you can copy and paste any URL right here. So that is how you update that section of the website. Once you're done, just make sure you hit save. I didn't do anything, I didn't change anything, so I'm just going to close this. If you're wanting to edit these 3 boxes, that is the next widget. Homepage column 1. Toggle that open, and you'll see the code is indicating to break this section into thirds, with each one of these being 1/3, obviously. There's a headline for each one, noted by the H4 tag, and then the copy underneath. Again, the button text and the button URL. Up here is the image source. So this image is right here. If you want to update the image, you'll first need to go into Media, Add New, upload your image, then you grab the URL from that image and paste it right here. Again, you'll want to hit save when you're done, and that will update these sections right here. The bottom sections, it's also worth noting that there is nothing in homepage column 2, 3, or 4, just in homepage column 1, and we're breaking those up into thirds. The bottom is each controlled by a separate widget. So this first one, the connect one, is all of these social media icons. So again, my process was uploading the icon itself to the media library, and then you can paste the image URL here, the alternate title for the image, and then up here is the link to your Twitter account. So you really shouldn't have to update this very often. If you do, I would just try and leave the code intact as much as possible and then paste in the new information. This section over here is showing the 3 most recent news articles, and that's being pulled automatically. That's a plugin that comes with the theme. This one over here is the address and the hours, so you may need to update that. Again, just Put your cursor in there, make your changes, and hit save. And then the bottom is also the other office. What I'd recommend doing, at least in the beginning if you're editing any of these widgets, is to copy and paste all of this text out of here, the correct text, paste it somewhere and save it so that if you have to go back, you can do that. That way, if you are a little unsure of editing or of the coding, you at least have the original to go back to. The last thing on the home page to edit would be the slideshow. And that is in the theme settings. PureVision is the name of your theme, so if you click on that and scroll all the way down, you'll see all kinds of options in here you can kind of play with. Again, I would just make sure you note what the original setting was before you change it so that you can always revert back. These are all the different colors, background images, slider. The 940 by 400 is the width of the dimensions of the slide. And the autoplay duration is how many seconds each slide plays. So those are pretty much the key dimensions and information you'll need for the slideshow. Down here is where you're going to add slides. You can add a slide, upload the image, and then you can decide where you want that image to go. You can reorder the slides with these buttons. And make sure when you're done you hit Save Changes. And that is how you edit these slides. Like we talked about a little bit before, to make the slides look just like this, you're going to need a file photo editing type of software like Photoshop, because these are actually all one image. So if you have any updates on those, we're happy to do those for you, because I know that you guys don't really have access to Photoshop. So that is it for how to edit the home page. Up next, we'll talk about how to edit and add pages as well as posts. Thanks.